What is good, Ninja? OG over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE, Nintendo Switch, and gaming news video. Today, we've got a ton of information, a lot of cool stuff going on in the world of Nintendo, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So, Inti Creates reveals Mighty Gunvolt Burst for the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo 3DS. Inti Creates is announcing 2 new Nintendo Switch games this weekend at Bit Summit, but thanks to our latest issue of Famitsu, one of these is already known. Inti Creates is readying Mighty Gunvolt Burst not only for the Nintendo Switch, but the 3DS as well. Mighty Gunvolt Burst builds upon the original Nintendo 3DS eShop game with new features like a character growth system. Also included is a new burst combo that adds a bonus score when taking down adjacent enemies. 2 playable characters are included, Beck and Gunvolt. The Nintendo Switch version will offer HD Rumble with item dowsing. Mighty Gunvolt Burst will be sold as a digital title in the future. No release date has been announced at this point, but it's pretty cool. Nintendo Switch is starting to get quite a bit of games being announced, and Mighty Gunvolt Burst is looking really nice, especially if you like the original. I think that came free with the original, like Mighty Gunvolt or something like that. I'm not 100% sure exactly how that game was distributed again, but it's pretty cool. The fact that you're going to be able to get this game, and Inti Creates has more games that they're going to be announcing for the Nintendo Switch, so hopefully we get a Mighty Gunvolt 1 and Mighty Gunvolt 2 combination pack on the Nintendo Switch. I think that would be freaking awesome, especially because Mighty Gunvolt 2 did not sell as well as the first, at least beginning sales. Alright, and moving on to another game announcement for the Nintendo Switch. Toho Kabuto 5 Burst Battle is coming to the system. So Toho Kabuto 5 Burst Battle is on the way to Nintendo Switch. NIS America announced today it will launch alongside the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita versions in September. North American release date is set for September 8th. Here is a rundown of the game if you're not sure what it is. It says engage in exhilarating battles on the Nintendo Switch wherever you go. Rimu is spending her time at the Hairuke Shrine like any other day until a few people visiting the shrine spoke of rumors that a vampire is joining forces with the yokais to assault human beings. Concerned, Rimu steps in and goes to the Devil Mansion to investigate the vampire. Now, this game is a bullet hell battle game that takes place in the Toho universe. Take control of one of 9 Toho characters and eliminate your opponent using bullet hell patterns, melee attacks, or spell cards, featuring ear-tingling beats for each character. You might just find yourself dancing while you play. So here are some of the key features as well. Return to the world of Toho. Jump back to the world of Toho and play as some of your favorite characters in a brand new 3D square arena. High-flying combat. Outwit your opponents by taking your bullet hell battles to the sky. Perform dashes, double jumps, and mid-air dashes to avoid bullets and demoralize your opponent. Climb the rankings. Compete at home with friends or online against everyone to climb the rankings and become the ultimate Toho fighter. And you can see the trailer playing here. This game looks really fun, to be honest. Like, a lot of people are into this, and I haven't really heard about this game beforehand. I had to research it a little bit more before I talked about it, and it seems like a game with a cult fan base. And NIS America / Nippon Ichisoft, they are pretty much committing to the Nintendo Switch, once again bringing this game to it. Remember, they didn't really bring out much for the Wii U at all. So the fact that NIS America Nippon Ichi has finally stopped just doing PlayStation only and moved over to Nintendo Switch just goes to show you that Nintendo made a right call with the hardware when it comes to what it packs, when it comes to the development of it, and the fact that you can take it anywhere. I think that's the biggest thing. The Japanese sales are really going to help push these games. So really happy this game is coming. And my coverage of another Nippon Ichi Soft game, or NIS America, Disgaea 5, will begin today. So make sure you check out my channel for more coverage on Disgaea 5 as well. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe version 1.1 is now available, and it removes a gesture from the Inkling Girl that some thought to be offensive. So let's go over the patch notes first, because these are very, very good updates. Trust me, these are really good. So version 1.1, opponents' names are displayed in the rear view mirror view in online matches. Invincibility period after spin out or crash is longer in online matches, so you can't just get continuously destroyed with red shells or green shells after you've been hit like a million times. So yes, thank you. We need more invincibility after that, so thank you so much. Up to 2 players can spectate a friend group while they wait to join. Also really good. Worldwide and regional modes add players to mirror and 200cc matches less often. Can now properly create a friend lobby when you have 100 or more friends. Also really good. Inkling Girl's animation has been adjusted, like we talked about. She no longer does the whole up you thingy. Now she just goes like this instead. So now she's just kind of like flexing. So whatever. Starting positions in online races now properly reflect the order in which players join. Awesome. Once again, another great addition. Driver me's now properly showing facial expressions, so that was one of the things that was brought up on some sites. Oh, well, they're not showing enough facial expressions. The Wii U version has more. Well, you know what? It was probably just a glitch because they fixed it. And this is the big one for me. This is another really big one. Tournament clock now properly reflects real-world time. If you guys have been on my live streams, you guys know that there's been so many times I set the time for like 16 or 3:30, or it's using military time, right? So 16, where I'm at, that's 4 o'clock West Coast. So I set it for 4 o'clock, and for some reason, it doesn't start till like 5. Or for some reason it doesn't start till like after that. It's just been wacky. The clock was just all messed up. Anytime I try to start a tournament, it wouldn't start at the correct time. It would say, oh, it's closed or it's not open, but you can practice. So now we can properly have tournaments on PlayerEssence, especially for our prize tournaments when we do our Patreon campaign, or in our Patreon campaign for our prize tournaments at the end of the month. So I am really happy about this. So now I can actually put out a tournament there and start it right at that time, and I don't have to worry about having only a friend matches because I know it will start right at that time, and the numbers and points for the tournament will be accurate. So thank you, Nintendo, for fixing that, because that was a big pain, and I know I never had an issue with that on the Wii U when it came to setting tournaments and the times or anything like that. So that's really awesome, really good stuff here, and I'm happy that all these fixes came. Although the whole Inkling Girl offensive thingy, I don't think they should have removed that. Bowser did that in like Super Mario RPG. He was like, oh, whenever he won. So I don't think they should have removed it, but whatever. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things when it comes to gameplay. It's just a victory animation. So, pretty good stuff there. Let me know what you guys think about all these changes here to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This game is proving to be quite the popular game, selling 550,000 units in the North American NPD, or I should say the US NPD. A lot of copies sold, #1 game, selling Nintendo Switches as well, as the Switch was also the #1 system in the April NPD. So we can finally run some proper tournaments on PlayerEssence with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Now, Splatoon 2 is going to be huge in Japan. We are getting a bundle as far as Europe and as far as Japan goes, but this is just talking about Japan in particular as far as this story. So the Splatoon 2 Nintendo Switch bundle hits Amazon and it sells out in seconds. Now, guys, this game Splatoon 2 is going to be massive in Japan. It actually has more pre-orders than Dragon Quest XI on the 3DS and the PS4 combined. This game is going to sell a ton of systems, and I can see why this bundle sold out in seconds on Amazon Japan. People were waiting to get that bundle. I mean, it's so big that there is even a story floating around there that Splatoon 2, you can just buy the box. You can buy the box for the art in Japan. It doesn't come with anything inside of it. It's $5. You can just buy the box because some people just want to have the box and the Joy-Cons and all that. And they even revealed like a Splatoon 2 Pro controller. I think it was in Europe or it might be worldwide. I'm not 100% sure. Where it shows like the pink and green and neon green handles have that color on there. Splatoon 2 is going to be huge. A lot of people were saying, oh, well, it's not different enough from Splatoon 1. No, especially after that single player trailer they showed off was looking really good. A lot of people that like to play the single player, they kind of get the grips of how to play the game, and I'm going to be playing that single player like crazy. And you have the whole horde mode in there, and then you also have the refinements of the multiplayer. Splatoon 2 is going to be a huge game, and believe it or not, Splatoon 2 might be the new biggest game in Japan. There might not be a bigger franchise in Japan when it comes to console gaming than Splatoon 2 because of these numbers, because of these sales, because of just what's going on. This could be the new crown. You know, Final Fantasy used to be that, and then we also had Dragon Quest used to be that, Monster Hunter was that, but I think Splatoon 2 could sell the most when it comes to any game in Japan this year, just based on things. Nintendo better get their shipments ready when it comes to Japan and Splatoon 2, because that bundle and this game is going to be huge in that country, and we should see a lot of sales when it comes to, remember, July 21st, I think it's launching worldwide. Yeah, so big sales there, and Splatoon 2, and as soon as those bundles got into Amazon, man, they were gone just like that. So pretty cool stuff there. That trailer, I think, really helped out as well. All the promotion Nintendo's doing. Nintendo's just calling the right shots when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, marketing-wise, games-wise. So good stuff there. And, of course, can't wait to see what happens when Splatoon 2 launches and how much sales and how much everything, like the hype that it's generating. So it's really exciting. All right, guys, moving on to the last thing. I just want to talk briefly about ARMS. You guys all know as far as the content. I'm not going to go over everything. There was a ton of stuff announced as far as content for the games. The ARMS Global Test Punch demo, 3 new characters, free updates, updates, and more were all announced. I'm not going to go over everything like I said, but I am going to go over some of the things that I thought was really cool. So the global test punch demo will be accessible on May 26th, North America only, May 27th, 28th, June 2nd, North America only, June 3rd, and June 4th. ARM's global test punch application will be available as a free download that you can get, I think at some point it might be already available. The 3 new characters' names are Kid Cobra, Bite and Bark, and Twintel. And of course, post-launch content will be free, new fighters, stages, equipable arms, and more. So awesome stuff there. Customizable combat, you have plenty of types, attributes, weight, upgraded arms, versus modes. You have fight, team fight, v-ball, hoops, skill shot, 1-on-100, arms, test, and training, multiplayer gaming, Grand Prix, party match, ranked match, local wireless, arms upstates, global test punch demo. 10 characters so far as the key ones: Springman, Ninjara, Master Mummy, Min Min, Kid Cobra, Ribbon Girl, Helix, Mechanica, Bite and Bark, and Twintel. So awesome update. A lot of people were like, yo, I'm gonna buy ARMS at this point. Like, this game is looking really good now. And once again, a lot of people were proven wrong. They're saying the game doesn't have enough content, because you're dumb if you're saying that, because Nintendo didn't reveal everything on the game. They were saying Nintendo isn't going to do this, Nintendo isn't going to do that, this game's not going to be good because of motion controls, and pretty much all that is wrong at this point. The hands-on, everyone says the motion controls works for the most part. Everyone says that the game is really solid, runs at a rock solid 6 frames per second, unless you're in split screen multiplayer on one screen, then I think it goes down to 30 or something like that. And even on Amazon, in terms of sales go, ARMS shot up to 11th place after not even being on the list. So yeah, a lot of people are getting psyched for ARMS. I think it's going to continue to do better and better, and could be a breakout hit like Splatoon was when that launched in 2015. So I'm really excited for ARMS. As far as my favorite characters and what I think about like the game so far, this is the most creative game that I've ever seen from Nintendo, or one of the most creative games that I've ever seen. There are so many unique ideas in there. I would have never thought that you'll be able to punch someone, grab them, then dunk them in a basketball. It's absolutely insane what they're doing with this game, and I love it. I love this style. I love that Nintendo is here to make games like this, because without the Nintendo Switch, without them saying, oh yeah, we're going to even try again with motion control somewhat, this game probably would have never existed at all. And just the style, the flair that it has, only Nintendo can make this type of game. So it's freaking amazing, and I can't wait to play ARMS. It's looking really, really, really good. Alright, Ninja, I just want to remind you guys that we do have our Patreon campaign. We're going to be giving away this bad boy, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Guardian Amiibo. Make sure you check out the link in the description below over to our Patreon campaign, where you can pledge any tier and you'll be entered in to win this. We also have a lot of great extras like Discord voice chat. We also have prize tournaments that we're going to be doing for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with $10 eShop cards. We have giveaways. We have all sorts of stuff, exclusive videos. So make sure you check out the link in the description below and support PlayerEssence on Patreon. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let us know you want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.